We are down to the final four. R&B artist Bernard Kilala, rapper Bijan Lalani, dance house diva Honey Hay, and soul man Colin Response. They have survived the acting and original song performance and the big remix challenge last week. Now, Bernard, Honey, Bijan, and Colin face their toughest week yet. Who will move on to the big finale in Vancouver, and who will see their dreams end right here? Urban Star starts now. Our top four have called Winnipeg, Manitoba their home over the last 3 weeks. And now find themselves working with the award-winning team at Guppy Graphic Design. Bernard, this is the final week, the final task before going to the finale for Urban Star. Good luck, because it's probably one of the toughest. This week, we're gonna do branding. What is branding? You've got a funny look on your face, I know, but this is one step closer to becoming a big star. So to help us along, we have our good friend here, Craig, from Guppy Graphic Design. And Craig, what is branding all about?
Branding is basically the emotional attachment that people have to visuals. So when you have something, it's the feeling that they get as soon as they see your persona, and that's something that we're really going to try to pull out of you and create something really effective as a good piece for marketing.
And it's all leading up to your CD cover. Because to be the next urban star, right, it's part of becoming a superstar and also having your own record. Craig, what are some of the criteria that you have to go through?
Basically, I want to understand about you as an artist, where you see yourself, how you see yourself perceived with your audience, and just that sort of reflection. And we're going to try to use image, color, and type to really enhance that.
And he has listened to your music, Bernard, so he does know a lot about you. And this is your time to really pick Craig's brain, and Craig's going to pick your brain, because you don't have a lot of time to figure this all out. All right? So good luck. Thank you, Craig.
Hey, no problem. You know, I just want to know, like, even artists that have influenced you, like, even visually, and anything that's really, like, stuck out in your brain that, you know, you kind of perceived yourself maybe in that person's shoes.
Well, I have like a lot of influences. I think my first influence was Elvis Presley.
Okay.
Which might be a little bit outdated, but you know, before anyone did anything, he did everything. So
yeah.
And it's pretty much like right now, the guy that I would just love to emulate would be somewhere in between Michael Bublé and Bruno Mars.
Perfect. Watching previous videos of you on the internet and stuff, I actually got that feeling from you, like that it's kind of not big bandy, but it's that star, that personality that, you know, you want to be the personality. And so I definitely see something with like your face, or maybe you have that great hat, you're posed out, but we use classical colors, we use, you know, classic vibe, very almost standard but modern.
That sounds right, yeah.
I definitely see, you know, a nice, great shot of you. We tone the color back, but we throw in some, maybe even some modern touches to it, especially with the type. So what kind of attitude do you want to project as an artist?
I'm a pretty jovial guy. Most people will see me smiling.
Yeah.
So for me, that's kind of key. I think that part of my personality needs to come out. A lot of the stuff that I've been writing has to do with love, lost love, you know, in the search of it, chasing down the ladies, that kind of thing. You know, I think the thing that really sets me apart from a lot of the other artists out there is the versatility of my voice. Like, it's a pretty big voice. There's not a lot that my voice can't handle.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that I wasn't really sure how to portray in any real sense.
I think for you, we'd pull the camera back just a little bit, and I'd want a little bit of that, you know, that sexy swagger, and I think you could pull it off.
We think that Bernard is ready and excited for the challenge. But instead, we get a call to meet him back at the hotel.
Yeah, I know. I'm in the middle of the final challenge to find out who's going to be in the top 3. And basically, I've run out of time. Family's kind of run out of money, and so work needs me back pronto. Work has been unbelievably lenient. They've given me 2 extensions on my holidays, which is probably 2 more than I deserve. And they need me back now. And my family needs me back right now. You know, mortgage payments are coming. This has been an amazing experience, but you know, I've got a kid, I've got a wife, I've got a house, and I need to provide for my family. I'm so close. I'm so close, and I feel like, especially after the remix challenge, that I could win this. Bijan, Colin, and Honey have just been super supportive. It doesn't feel like a competition when I'm with them. It's just a group of artists that kind of have the same dream, and we're all working towards it. So they've been fantastic. And I don't know, maybe this is my last shot. I'm not the youngest guy here. But yeah, I want to give it my all, and I just can't finish out the week here.
Is Bernard really gone and out of the competition? Find out after the break.
Come on, man.
Just do it. No one's watching. Do the right thing. Pass it on. Good job.
Thanks to Guppy Design and Tia Pravici, we make things happen to push Bernard through the branding challenge before he leaves. And fit in his photo shoot at Cliche Studios.
Just looking at some of the stuff that you have, you know, on the internet stuff, and you definitely sense like your attitude and your positivity. I think it's going to be really fun to work on, and it's a cover for you.
So what are some of the things that you're looking for with Honey?
I'm interested in kind of like knowing, you know, kind of where you came from, where you want to be going, you know, in the future as an artist, how you want to project yourself. So in terms of branding, it's all about emotional value. So when somebody looks at an album or comes to see you in a live performance, you should be able to bridge that gap so they know what they're getting.
Most definitely. And this is portraying your image as possibly the next urban star. So Craig and his team are going to create your CD cover. All right, let's get to work, honey.
Can you give me some like kind of key words that define that sort of attitude that you're going for?
Well, independent for sure. Classy. Youthful, but still sexy.
What would you say, you know, is what you're trying to bring out within your music?
A lot of pain. I think that's the most, because a lot of times, like, there's so much emotion and emotional things that I've gone through that I talk a lot about in my music, and I think a lot of people relate to, especially the females.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm more like a girl power type of artist, and I cater to that.
You know, with the type and even the color
Yeah.
that we come up with, we can definitely have that youthful, sexy
Yeah.
attitude.
Yeah.
I mean, those things almost go hand in hand.
Yeah.
So I think you know, even these things, you're a really good basis for, you know, a great photo and a really nice album cover.
Yeah.
Hi, honey. How are you? Good. So great to see you, hon. I can start your room while you look around if you like.
Okay, cool. Ooh, this is cute. Do you know what size this is? Okay, I'm stuck. Get up! This is kind of cute. What do you think of it? I'm being sexy. This is other ventilation. I'm gonna have to say no to this one, although I love it. I'm not feeling this shirt now. But it's too casual. You guys have leggings? No, 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 we're not taking it.
And now, Craig, I guess branding. What are some of the criteria that you're going to be looking at?
Basically, who you are as a person, who you are as an artist, how you see yourself projected to your fan base or potential fan base as an artist, and to be genuine about that. You definitely have a really great look about you, so we just want to accentuate that and really communicate your music through visual stimuli.
And we are going to create your CD cover, because it's all about being the next urban star, and the one who wins the title gets a record deal. So this is really important for you, Colin, to spend this time with Craig. Craig gets to know you, you get to know Craig, and a trust element has to be there, correct?
Definitely. I don't want to do everything.
All right, so are you up to the challenge, Colin?
Always.
All right, let's get to work.
My whole thing, it's kind of about color and feeling and like brightness. When it comes to my music, usually the thing that people are saying that captivates them the most is the connection that I make with them personally through my music, and how they feel like I'm kind of actually telling a story, speaking to them, and kind of trying to relate with something that can happen to them. Stuff like that, right? I truthfully believe like that's what I'm trying to send out. Because even like I was just about to start recording my album before this whole thing happened, right? Mm-hmm. And some people were asking me like, how do you have so many fans on your page? Is it like I just reached like 1,000 fans, but you don't even have an album? And I'm like, it's because when I play, like I connect with those people.
That's
like,
great.
And that's what my whole thing is. You know what I mean?
We want to capture that visually. Eyes definitely do that. Mm-hmm. And you know, I'm even like, especially with your hair, like I'm even thinking like with the photographer, like a really like close, high contrast sort of image, even maybe ring flash, so you get like, you know, all your skin and the light and everything. And maybe it's that, you know, you're just staring straight ahead, like making that connection. So I think if we can capture that visually, I think we want to keep it not simple, but I think we want to keep it straight ahead and honest.
What do you think?
Awesome, great attitude. You can do whatever you want, you know, and it's kind of, we can kind of define a little bit of your style here, but you know who you are. So I just want to pull that out from you.
Okay, cool.
What do you see right now, Craig, on First Impressions?
I see a young, hip dude who's probably got a bit of a swagger, and I think I want to capture that.
Yes, and Craig actually too has listened to your music, so again, this is all going to play into it. You only have a short amount of time, Bijan, with Craig, so really you've got to be honest with him, say, yes, I like this, no, I hate this, this is where you want to go. You ready to do this?
I am.
Okay, let's get to work.
Cool. I really like the idea of something really like fun and casual.
When we're talking about like the attitude that you want to project towards, you know, an audience, what are some things that come to mind?
The image I guess I want to put out is just be how I am, I guess. So just like that kid, like, you know, like fun, just like always laughing, blah, blah, blah. Also has a serious side that comes out, just like a deep emotional side, but something who could really easy to connect to, really easy to relate with, kind of just not intimidating, you know?
So you're thinking like the kid next door who, you know, who's really talented.
Yeah, exactly. Just like your everyday kid.
Okay. When we're talking about the serious and emotional, what are some of the subjects that you're
like talking about like insecurities, for example, like societal pressures, all kind of stuff like around that.
It'd be interesting to capture something, you know, because that insecurity thing is like, yeah, man, I'm singing with these insecurities, but here I am.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking hot colors.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, you know, I want to capture your energy. So
cool.
If we can do that, then I think we got a winner.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah, cool.
Coming up, the top 4 work hard to find the right look.
this. Get some friends, loser. You alright, man?
Character. Pass it on. Thanks. From the Foundation for a Better Life.
Hey guys. So yeah, we're here at the photo shoot, and you know, pretty exciting day. So, you know, we narrowed down the kind of the scope of, you know, where we should be taking you guys kind of on that emotional level. So now, you know, working with the photographer, what we'll do is we'll translate that visually, and then, you know, we'll bring it all together again with type and, you know, color and stuff. But today is really an expression of yourself. And, you know, basically, this is the first point of contact, so people are going to see, you know, you on the cover. So we want something, you know, that's obviously sellable, but something that actually relates to your music. So the tips that I have is basically act natural, you know, keep your shoulders straight, and just have fun with it, because that's really going to come out. And I think all of you guys are in the realm of the more of the fun energy, you know, part of your CD. So who's going first? Right on. Cool.
Awesome. Thanks.
Craig, it was so nice to see you in your element. You really, I guess, worked this floor. Let's start with Bijan. What kind of image did you want with this kid?
Basically youthful energy, and we're going to take the shots, we're going to mess them up a little bit, and really pull out that thing that he's got that's inherent in him. It's his soul, and so as long as we translate that on the CD, we're perfect.
You wanted movement from him. We had him doing all these kind of crazy jumps.
That was just to torture him.
I think so.
No, you know, when we're doing this, I want options, because when it's all said and done and we're back at the studio, we can't come back here and shoot anything. So we try to get as much as we can, working with Dennis, and it's worked out really well.
Okay, and then there's Sexy Honey. Well, she just took her first photo, and Dennis said, okay, that's it. I don't need to take any more shots.
I have a new crush now.
Oh, yeah.
No, she was great. I mean, you could tell, you know, she said she had a dance background. You can tell just by the way she was moving herself. And even the way she was turning her head is straight towards the camera. It was perfect. And the way Dennis lit that shot, it was just absolutely perfect.
And bling really works for girls, doesn't it?
Definitely, and we're gonna mess with that big time.
And last but not least, we have Colin. And Colin with those big mane of dreadlocks. Really, really impressive.
You know, the guy just has so much confidence, and he wears it definitely on the outside of him, and it's having that translate through the camera into a flat surface, which will be the album, and he's a natural.
Well, it was, again, to see the chemistry between you and our finalist and the photographer, Dennis Sapong, it really was interesting.
Well, there's no I in team. So, and that's when you get the best work, is when everybody comes together and we're creating as a unit, as a symbiotic unit, and that's when the magic happens.
Okay, well, the photo shoot is done, and now it's up to Craig and his team to work at their magic. We'll find out, coming up next, what a brainer is.
tasty. Pass it on.
All right, so yeah, I met with the contestants, and we've created that visual style, and then we went for the photo shoot. So we got some photos to go through. So we're gonna each kind of take one on and kind of figure it out. But we're gonna talk about each sort of flavor of each person. So the first guy's name is Bernard, and you can tell that he's got those nice cheeks. He's got a really nice, classic kind of old look to him. We did a few different shots, and we have him standing. He's kind of into Michael Bublé, Sinatra, Elvis, and he likes to sing about positivity. He says he's always smiling. The next one we have, his name's Dijon, and he's a pretty cool guy. He's got a super ton of energy, and you could tell that he can get away with a lot of things with his eyes and his smile, because he's got that look. And we also talked about really youthful approaches, kind of like what MIA has done, it's kind of like we could do classic photo, sort of digital future kind of vibe to it. All right, the next one is Honey Hay. She really likes, first thing when I was talking to her was about Beyonce, and she was so hyped up on the first Beyonce album where she's kind of all kind of sexy looking, and I think it works really well for her. I told her she has to still be her own person, we're not going to do a Beyonce cover, but I think she has the right look for that. If we color these the right way, that's gonna look crazy. And then even the cropping, off of her arm, the type in that highlighty part, that could look really, really special. I mean, as soon as we saw these shots and Dennis set up the light and stuff, it was because it's got that Beyonce thing, but it's still her. So next is call and response, and I mean, this guy's face has so much personality in it. It's you can't really do anything without it just being absolutely 100% him, he has so many of the little nuances. I want to go against the grain a little bit, especially with how we lay out certain things, because I think his face kind of sells the product without his name, and he's got such a memorable look.
So this is how movie stars look so amazing on every magazine cover, on every CD cover. It's because of you guys.
Us and a lot of time.
a lot of time. That was a little bit of a brainer, so brainstorming with your team. But really, Craig, it takes hours and hours to get the final product, doesn't it?
Definitely. I mean, the good stuff always takes time. That's just the rule of everything. And I mean, and we like to spend quality time and really figure out what makes somebody tick and bring it through with type, color, and image.
Mm-hmm. Well, we had a fantastic day with Dennis at Cliche Studios. You said 270 photographs were taken?
Yeah, that guy was a madman. It was crazy. I got the files. I was like, 270? But it seemed to go, it went by really fast. And, it was a great experience for the contestants. They had a good time. And you could tell just in the photos that were taken.
Were you happy?
I'm pretty happy with, the quality of the photography is great. I mean, now it's up to us to tweak the colors, dot the I's, and finish up. But we're rocking and rolling.
Everybody got a good night's rest. I think you got a lot of sleep. Everybody's happy that they could sleep in. Yes?
Yeah. Not gonna lie.
All right, and enjoying your gelati here at Nucci's.
Very much.
Okay, so everybody's happy. Great. I've got some bad news, though. Bernard had to leave last night. He's gone back home for family reasons. He needs to be back at work. He's got a young family, and his time basically has run out. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. Bernard is back home in Edmonton, but we managed to squeeze him through. He got his fashion makeover. He got his photo shoot done. Craig has his photos, and Bernard is still in the competition.
That's good.
Yeah?
See, See, guys, I know me and him, like, this morning we were trying to, like, text him and he wasn't responding, right?
Yeah.
That's probably why.
So
well, that's definitely why.
Yeah.
I was wondering where he went because we didn't see him, and I was like, oh, he's probably ahead of doing everything else.
I know, and we wanted to tell you right away, but it was an early morning flight. So Bernard is still in the contest, so he's still sitting right here on the bench with us.
Well, 2-0 underscore now.
2-0 underscore.
But
2-0
we wish
dash.
it was 208. We wish it was 208.
All right, okay, so before I let you go, I need to tell you what is going to happen tomorrow. Tomorrow, one of you has to go, all right? But you will be presenting your final CD cover, which, by the way, is going to be amazing. Once again, you're going up individually, presenting your CD cover to the judges. I want you now to do a little introduction to yourself, as if like you're playing for your audience. Say, hey, I'm Colin Response, you know, I'm from Toronto, and go into that. Give a little bit about yourself now. Let's see some personality, because that's what the next Urban Star is going to have, personality. And people will want to identify with you. That's because all of your CD covers has your face shot on it. People want to fall in love with you and your music, okay? So a little bit about yourself. Yes.
Right?
Information about yourself. Let go of your character, and most importantly, tell them why you think you should be the next Urban Star, and how making this cover really is your star power to be the one. All right? So think about it. I know you were kind of nervous in the remix, doing it by yourselves for some of you, but now you've got confidence, and this is also to see if you've got personality and being able to relate to your audience. All right? With that said, let's have some fun. We are going to take you on a little tour of Winnipeg. Woo!
Name Winnipeg comes from an old Cree word that meant muddy rivers.
Half of the challenge, gentlemen. After the break, we reveal our newly branded top 4.
May I walk you across the street?
Thanks.
On the judges panel for the final challenge are recording artist Kid Canada, last year's Urban Star winner Delio, and show executive producer Chris Sharp. Now, because there is no music performance in this week's challenge, the judges are reviewing the top 4's original songs from the semi-finals. Hello, gentlemen. Welcome to Guppy. Good to see you, Kid. Welcome, Delio. And of course, C Sharp, Chris. This is the final episode. Hard to believe, eh? Quite the journey. But gentlemen, now you've seen the original songs because we wanted you to see the 4 finalists again musically. Coming up next, you'll see their image, how Guppy, Craig, and his team have branded them. So each contestant is going to come down individually, present themselves to you again. Let them give you a little taste of who they are. We want to see personality. They will also say why they should be the next urban star relating to their image. And most importantly, they're going to tell you why they should be the next urban star and what it would mean to them, how it's going to change their lives. It's an awful lot on your plate. It's their last chance. Delio, you've been a winner, you've been there. You just had to sing. You didn't really have to talk. And Chris, you saw the remix, and they were really, really nervous talking to you.
Nervous. Yes, they were.
So this is a big thing. Kid, you know what it's like to be on stage and present yourself, the whole image. All right? So I know that your eye will be on that. All right, gentlemen, unfortunately, one has to go home today. Make the decision very clear and unanimous. We don't want to waver on anything because basically you hold their fates in your hands today. The first one up will be Bernard. Now, probably you've looked around and you haven't seen Bernard today. And everybody's like, and you're kind of questioning. Well, unfortunately, earlier this week, Bernard had to go home to Edmonton. He's a father supporting a wife and a small child, and he faced the possibility of losing his job. So we struggled with it, we tried to do everything, but he had to go home. But what we have done is we fast-tracked Bernard through his makeover, his photo shoot, and Craig has done the magic on Bernard too as well. Since Bernard is not here physically, you will see him in a tape video, his testimonial, and I will unveil the new Bernard. So Chris, with a click of a button, here is Bernard.
I'm Bernard Kilala. I'm a singer from Edmonton, and I sing, a plethora of things. I'm pretty versatile, and there's not a lot that my voice can't handle. I really love R&B, and that's what I've been doing for quite a while. Branding Week has been really, really interesting. I have my idols, of course, in music. First and foremost is Elvis. I mean, that's who I grew up listening to. And more recently, I would say that Michael Bublé has been quite the inspiration for me. And throw in a little bit of Brian McKnight and Stevie Wonder, and you've got me. So I know that may sound a little bit flighty, maybe a little bit high on myself, but I just feel like I have one of those voices that people haven't heard in quite a while. The music industry today, as good as it is missing a powerhouse singer. And I think I can be that for them by being the next urban star. Being the next urban star would mean absolutely everything to me. It would mean a change in career. It would mean a change in lifestyle. I have a 3-year-old son, and I want to be able to tell him that it's not ridiculous to go after your dream. Your dad did it, and hopefully you'll do it too.
So, gentlemen, what did you think of Bernard's testimonial? Kid?
I thought it was very, very real. You can feel the passion in his voice and the heartbreak at the fact that he had to leave, you know what I'm saying? And he would have, and he has done all that he could have done to stay. So, I mean, that shows the dedication. And I think he really does push off of that, that average guy next door, but it's still appealing in whatever sense, you know what I'm saying? And his voice is, we already know the voices, one of the top, definitely. So I mean, overall, I think it was well done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he had to speed it through a lot faster than the rest of the contestants, and I mean, that's really good. Same thing. It shows like with the same thing with the remix challenge, how he was given the short end of the stick there as well, and he came out on top, and I think that's really good. It shows how hard he works as a musician and as a father, as a, you know what I mean, as a role model. Definitely
Well,
something to look up to.
the second half of the challenge, gentlemen, meet Bernard, possibly the next urban star.
That's fresh.
That's
There
fantastic.
you go.
Yeah.
I think they captured him perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah, little
They're not trying to make
Elvis
him be
and
anything more than
Yeah.
exactly what he
Yes.
is.
I love the gradients. I like the color tones. Very simple fonts. It's just it's Bernard.
and Craig liked the eyes down because Bernard is shy. So he wanted to play on that too as well. So all those qualities I think were really captured in this one snapshot, and it's beautifully done.
Yeah, very unassuming, I think.
Okay, gentlemen, are you ready for the next contestant?
Yes, we are.
Ijan, come on down. Nice. There you go, sir. All yours.
Okay.
Alright, so yeah, this is the album cover we came up with. We wanted to make sure it was very youthful energy kind of thing. So we wanted to make sure it was very representative of my style. It's like your average teenage kid, like it's very double-sided. Like I have a lot of songs that are very like emotionally deep and like lyrically the content is very, you know, not what you hear on the radio. And then the other side is like the fun side of me and the thing I think is really relative for a lot of people. So yeah, that's basically, we did a bunch of action shots like that to try to get a lot of energy going and all the colors. So yeah, I think that turned out really nicely. I think it's very relative for people and people can relate to what I'm putting out and what I stand for. What I'm trying to do is not trying to be original, but I'm trying just to more focus on what's natural for me and which will eventually translate into being something unique because there's no other me. So, and I think people will be able to relate because I have songs about, you know, insecurities and how you should overcome them. I have songs about like just having a good time. I have songs about girls. I have songs about pretty much themes that I think a lot of people can relate to, especially young people. I think my image can be, I mean, it's very dynamic. I think it can be used to represent a lot of things. I think my style is very, I think it's defined, but it's adaptable as well.
I know this has been a crazy ride for you.
Yeah.
So out of this experience, I know you're saying a little bit about why you should be the next urban star. Just this is your one of your, you could be your last chance. I mean, you could be eliminated today. So is there anything else you want to tell us that could, you know, sway us in a way that say that you should be the next urban star?
Yeah, I mean, to me, my music is just as important as, like, my music is me, pretty much. So everything I put out there is myself. And so, I mean, with that, you can say, like, you can be pretty confident in the fact that, you know, I want to portray myself in a good way, and putting my music out, I want it to be perfect. I want it to be something that everyone will like because, like, I want everyone to like me. So, I mean, as an urban star, as, you know, someone who's putting out an album, someone who's doing tours, doing shows, you know, I don't want myself to be reflected badly.
You have a very unique name, you know?
Yeah.
I haven't heard that name before, and yeah, I like it.
All right, gentlemen, up next, Mr. Colin Response. Come on in, Colin. There you go.
All right, Mr. Okay, so Mr. Colin Response. That isn't clear enough already, right? Okay, so Urban Star, right? What does that mean to me? Essentially, it's my life, right? What I do while I'm not here is the same thing I do in Toronto. I go to school for music. You know what I mean? That's my life. I've been doing it, I'm doing it, I'm going to do it. It's my career. There's no backup plan. I don't mean it in like a sad way, like, oh, I have a chance, like, you know what I mean? I just mean like, that's what I do. I have no backup plan because that is my plan. You know what I mean? I heard a quote like a couple years ago was, expect nothing. It's like, expect nothing, hope for everything, right? And the whole idea behind that is like, if you don't expect anything, then when you don't get it, you're not disappointed. But reality, for me, is the complete opposite. Does that make sense? So the way I think about it is, hope for nothing, expect everything. Because when you expect things, you have a reason. When you hope for things, there's no reason. So it's all about the performance. It's all about the marketing. It's all about everything. That's one thing. Because I go to one of the most difficult music schools to get to in Canada. Like 1,000 people apply, 80 people get in. I'm surrounded by amazing musicians all the time. So I know it's not about just being able to play. The whole idea is connecting to people for me. So my music's all about connecting to people, and like I know it's all about marketing. Like right now, I think I'm like 40th on Reverb Nation in Toronto without a song recorded on my page. So that's what I'm saying. You guys make your decision, but that's what's up.
Thank you, Colin.
Thank you.
Thank you, Colin. Very
Nice
good.
trades.
Gentlemen, well, last but definitely not least, Miss Honey Hay. Come on down, honey. And there she is. So good.
Thank you. Hi guys. Okay, so this is V. One of the things I talked about with Craig in portraying myself was power, being a strong Black woman, being independent, and basically growing up. To get personal, growing up from where I come from, I'm born in Ottawa. I've lived in Toronto for 5 years now, and I had a rough childhood, and I got pregnant when I was young, so I have 2 children, and
Take your time.
Yeah. I need to really be careful. Okay. Reach your hand.
I'm a fun person. I'm outgoing. I've been doing music. I've been singing in the church since I was 6 years old. And I've just been doing nothing at all except for music when I finished high school. My resume is huge with performance. Right now, I backup dance for impersonators, Lady Gaga, Beyonce, Rihanna, Katy Perry, to be specific. And I've just been in the entertainment. I have a diploma in aesthetics and makeup, and I've just been doing this for so long. And at this point right now, I believe that I know who I am now. I found myself, and I feel like I'm ready to give back to the world in my music, because that's what I do. And I think basically through my music, what I portray the most is real talent, raw. I'm super passionate, and I think my tone and then my voice itself makes you feel me and what my message is. And I think I should be the next urban star because I'm ready, and I have all the star qualities that you need to be, and I have drive. I'm super passionate, and I have perseverance. I'm pretty much here doing this on my own, and I have 2 kids at home, and there's nothing else that I wouldn't love to do except to sing my ass off.
Thank you. Thank you, honey. All right, lots of emotion, lots of passion.
Definitely.
Now you have a lot to think about. One has to sadly go home, and 3 will move on to the finale. 1 which will be the next Urban Star, so good luck, judges.
Thanks a lot, Tracy. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's pretty cut and dry for me who the top 3 are, and I think it's not a matter of talent or anything like that. I think it's just a matter of readiness.
He hasn't even recorded an album. He hasn't even done his stuff yet.
They're the most advanced, most self-sufficient, and most determined, I think.
Even you gave him a last opportunity. You have anything else to say? That's where he should have been stripping down to bare bones. Like, listen, I come from a small country and my family has nothing. I don't care if it's a lie. You know what I mean? At this point, I need to feel where you're coming from, and I didn't really.
So, you know what, guys? I think this is unanimous. Like, I agree with you 100%.
Yeah. I guess maybe what they can say we might want to wait a little bit because, just, I'm going to be honest. We might not wait a few
Deliberation, no, but if this is our decision.
I know, but still, you know what I mean? There's feelings involved at the same time. I don't want to feel like if I just came upstairs.
This is the first time judging.
Give it
all three of us.
minutes.
All 3 of us have agreed.
At least 5 minutes.
Yeah.
The judges are in agreement. Find out who leaves and who will stay after the break. Welcome back, judges. You've made your decision. I know it probably was tough. And to each and every one of you, just remember that you have gained so much in these 3 weeks, and we congratulate you. You've been through a lot. You've showed us how talented you are, and so the 4 of you are all winners. All right? So I'm going to go on with the announcements. So in no particular order, I'm going to announce who the 3 people are moving on to the finale in Vancouver at Shaw Tower and will be crowned the next Urban Star. So the first one going to Vancouver is Bernard. Congratulations, Bernard. Somewhere in down. So joining Bernard to Vancouver will be Honey. Congratulations, honey. And I hate this. Bijan and Colin, I know the 2 of you have become really tight, close friends, and both of you are incredible artists that have so much potential. And I hate this. I would say all 4 can go, but only 3 can go on to Vancouver. So joining Bernard and Honey will be Colin. Bernard, you are going on to Vancouver. Bernard, are you there?
Yes.
Are you okay?
I'm freaking amazing right now.
Oh, good. We are so happy. Okay, so you have to get on a plane and get to Vancouver.
You got it.
All right, we'll see you in Vancouver. Bye, Bernard.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Bijan, you have to be one of the coolest young guys I have ever met. I mean, you're taking everything in stride.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, I came here, I did what I did, and you know, it got me this far. So I don't know what more I can ask for.
You're just worried about getting your big poster on the plane, aren't you?
Yeah, for real. That thing is wicked.
Yeah, but for you, I know we talked about most memorable moments, but now I guess, does it change or
No.
No?
Not at all. I mean, overall, like I definitely got my money's worth on this experience. Like I couldn't ask for anything else.
Angels, yeah, they haunt my dreams. See an angel, see an angel. Yeah, and I swear I saw one, an angel, stranger without a flaw. And red light got strangers stopping. Why you staring like I got an option? Get to know her, what she like. Sitting at a keyboard, just my type, yeah. And she sings like an angel sound. She can paint the clouds, colors raining down. Suppose she's one of a kind. Then I got another one on my mind. One time, look right, what I happen to find. Another angel was passing me by. Someone tell me what to feel. Cause for that girl word, I gotta love this real. But yo, what's the deal? Not trying to rush, but still, can I have you too? You got looks to kill.
I opened my eyes just the other day. I tried to get up, but there's just no way. I felt like I was drowning in an ocean.
Yeah. Guess I should commit. True love, something that I don't wanna miss. Yeah, but I really must confess. While I'm staring at you, I'm looking at the rest. Walk by, see her blind in the sunlight. So bright, skin bronze, and she done right. More than suitable, beautiful, undisputable. I got the tools to make her move and do it chemical. Brunette, caught my gaze low. So a halo started to fade slow. And it changed from the face I made so. Yeah, it changed though we shared the same soul. Look, I see another one. One night and I'm on to another one. It's like heaven must have fallen. I just wanna have them all.
Angels are all around, but you can see.
So, this is it. Our final three going to Vancouver. Bernard, who is somewhere in Edmonton on the phone. Honey and Colin, all going to Vancouver. Pretty happy, pretty excited. One of these next top three will be the next Urban Star. So stay tuned next week. It's the big finale.